We're doing a good old-fashioned empties video today. I have a pretty good mixture of skincare, hair care, body hair, and a smidgen of makeup. Speaking of makeup though, I did film this bronzy summery makeup look, and this tutorial will be up either later this week or next week. But let's dive in and get started. I want to start with the 3 lip empties that I have, which I'm honestly kind of shocked by because it normally takes me forever to finish a lip product, so the fact that I have 3 in one video is kind of crazy. First of all, I finally finished the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. I just had the shade of Vanilla. This has been in my collection for the last like 2 to 3 years now, and I worked so hard on finishing this because I genuinely really did love this lip balm. So hydrating. I love the smell of it. I really like the applicator, and I like that this one was clear, so it was just easy to pop on like by itself or with the full makeup look. This is a lip balm that I kept on my makeup desk, so I really only grabbed it when I was like sitting here doing my makeup, but I really did enjoy this product, and I was folding it into all sorts of shapes, get every last bit of product out of here, so I'm just so happy this is finally empty. Would I repurchase it? Yes, but I have so many other lip balms in my collection that I'm just trying to work through a little bit before I add a whole new one. But the hype is real. This lip balm is fantastic. And then I finished my car lip balm, and for that I was using the Peach and Lily Collagen Cushion Peptide Lip Balm. Again, it's just another basic clear hydrating lip balm. Like I said, I kept this one in my car, so I would only apply it when I was driving. I did really like this one. It's nice and hydrating, but it doesn't have any scent to it, and I think I like having that little bit of specialness with it, with like having a scent to my product. So I think if I had to pick one out of these two, I would go with the Summer Fridays. And then the last lip product I finished, I just talked about in a recent video where I was comparing some products. It's the Too Faced Kissing Jelly Gloss in Raspberry. I love this lip gloss. It is very similar to the new Huda Beauty Faux Filter Jelly Oils that just launched. Like, these have such a similar texture. Watch my video. I'm gonna link it up here. I just compared these two in a video. But it is nice and hydrating, not sticky at all, has a little bit of tint to it, gives your lips like the perfect amount of a juiciness look, and they all have a different scent to them. So this one was raspberry, and it just smells delicious every time I apply it. As soon as I finished this one, I did open up another one in my collection, so I've been using Sour Watermelon, and you can see I'm already pretty close to the bottom on this one too. I really like a lip product that's just comfortable, easy to wear, and I want it to wear off nicely throughout the day and be easy to reapply. And that's exactly what these are. I will definitely be keeping these in my collection. And then the last makeup, but almost kind of skincare product that I finished is this bareMinerals Skin Longevity Brightening Moisturizer. It does have SPF 30 in it, and it has a little bit of kind of a peachy tint. Now, this is not a product that I would wear with my normal makeup routine, so I would only wear this product to the gym because I don't wear makeup to the gym, and I also don't like to do my full skincare before the gym. I just kind of slap on any kind of hydrating, maybe a tinted product that I have, and this is what I had because I got it in PR. But this was kind of perfect for me in that way before the gym because it was nice and hydrating, and it just gave me a little bit, not even coverage I would say, but maybe just evened out my skin tone a tad. I would not repurchase this because it's not a product where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to have this in my life, but it definitely did a good job. Moving on to some hair empties. First, I have this disgusting looking bottle of the Keracolor Color Clenditioner in the shade Mocha. This is just a dark brown. Now, if you guys know me or if you followed me for a while, you know I am always changing up my hair cut, my hairstyle, and my hair color. Currently, my hair is 100% my natural color, and I'm trying to keep it that way for a minute because my life is just so much easier having my natural color hair. But when I was dyeing my hair a little bit lighter, I had some highlights in it. As my roots would grow in, I didn't really like the kind of separation between my roots and my ends, so I would use this to kind of dye the ends of my hair, and it was perfect for that. So pretty much this is a super hydrating conditioner that has a ton of pigment in it to dye your hair, but it does fade out over time as you wash your hair, which I really liked a lot because I can just use this when I needed a little touch up of color without having to go in with like a box dye or something. And they have so many colors of this. Back when I was doing colored hair, I've had the purple bottle of this to touch up my purple. I had the pink as well. So I do really recommend this product. I think it is great. I just don't need to use this kind of product right now, but if you're someone that like has colored hair and you want something to kind of touch up that color, highly recommend this. I finished up a bottle of the Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Primer. Now, this is a hair product that has been in my life for so long. I've used this even when my hair was long and curly. It kind of does so many things in one, and I believe it's Bumble's like bestseller. Softens, detangles, defrizzes, tames flyaways, eases styling, and protects against breakage, heat styling, and UV damage. It's pretty much just like a lightweight leave-in conditioner that also also acts as a heat protectant. So I usually use this on days where I know I'm gonna be blow drying my hair. So on freshly washed hair, this will be the first product I apply straight out of the shower. So this is what I use for my heat protectant. But then also on days where I'm just too lazy to actually style my hair, I'll just spray some of this throughout just to add some hydration to my hair. I already have another bottle of this. Like I said, I've been using this hair product for years and I will continue to do so. I finished one of my favorite hairstyling products. It's the Sexy Hair Big Powder Play. Now I've only used this hair product when my hair is short because it adds the most beautiful volume and texture to my hair. The way my hair is styled right now, where it's kind of forward and floofy, is exactly when I would use this type of product. This just adds the most beautiful texture, grit, and volume to my hair, especially like this when I want to style my hair more upwards and just kind of messy because I like a messy hair look. As soon as I finished it, I did repurchase it, and this small bottle lasts a really long time. But like, this is one of my must-haves for my short hair. Another styling product that I finished is the Bumble & Bumble Sumo Gel. This is a gel solid that has a very high hold to it and a shiny finish. So on days I want more of like a clean, polished look to my hair that's going to be a little bit shiny, that's when I would grab for this. It's just really good at holding the hairs in place, and I always love Bumble & Bumble's products, and because they smell really good too. I do have a backup of this product, but I will say it has been a while since I've used it. The last hair product I finished is a Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. Now this is a mini one of it that I bought a while ago at this point, and it's one of those charcoal ones where it's kind of darker and it has a little bit of that grittiness, little exfoliants in it. One thing I've learned about having short hair over these last few years is that when you apply a hair product, a lot of them get on your scalp. Therefore, my scalp gets pretty itchy. Like, I never had any kind of itchy scalp when I had longer hair because like you're applying products to the ends of your hair, right? But when I have short hair, mostly everything is touching my scalp at some point. So I just find that products build up faster. And if I don't wash my hair super frequently, I'll just like be so itchy. And that's when I know it's like, I need to wash my hair. So I'd use this on the days where I'm really just having one of those itchy scalp days. I just want to get in there and deep clean and just get rid of all the product on my scalp. This did a great job at that. And it kind of has that minty scent to it, which also just feels really cooling on the hair as well. I did not repurchase this immediately because I do have something similar already from Bumble & Bumble that I've been using, but I could see myself in the future grabbing this again. Moving on to some body products. I can never say this brand correctly, but I finished a small bottle of the L'Occitane Almond Oil Shower Oil. So you know how scent is tied to memory, right? Well, I started using this body wash like literally when my breakup happened in December. So unfortunately, for that reason alone, I will not be repurchasing this because every time I smell this, I'm like brought back to being heartbroken. Yeah, it's not a happy scent to me. And that's not the shower oil's fault. That's just the fault of where I was at in my life when I was using this product. But it does smell really nice, and it was a very thick shower oil because I'm always looking for something hydrating because I'm very lazy at moisturizing my skin. So I want my shower oils, my body washes to be thick and hydrating. And it did do a really good job, but I'm happy that I only had the small version of it. This was also the very first product from them that I've tried because I know that some people are like obsessed with this line. I'm happy I finally tried it. It did a good job, but for scent memory reasons, I can never repurchase this again. Anyways, another body wash I finished is from Native. This is the Sandalwood and Shea Butter. This one I do like the smell of. It's a little bit more masculine, but I like that sometimes in a body wash. What's funny to me about this is that I did a sponsorship with Native on this body wash, I think 2, maybe 3 years ago now, and they sent me 3 bottles of this body wash all in different scents, and this is finally the last bottle that I have finished. Like, you really get so much product in here. It is 18 fluid ounces. It smells really good. It lathers up nicely. I would say it's not super hydrating though, but for just like a basic body wash, it did a good job. Would I repurchase? No, and that's because I'm currently hooked on the Sol de Janeiro body wash. Remember how I just said that I suck at moisturizing my body? Well, I have 3 body moisturizers that I finished recently. So proud of myself. Let's start with the best one that is so good that I had to cut it open to get to every single drop. And that is the EOS Shea Butter Body Lotion in Vanilla Cashmere. Oh my gosh. I bought this sometime last year because I was just seeing so many people on the internet talk about it. And I was like, I want to try it too. But I also really wanted to try it because it's vanilla. And like last year, I was in such a vanilla vanilla bitch scent vibe. Like everything vanilla is what I wanted. And I genuinely fell in love with this body lotion as someone who hates to moisturize their body. It does come with a pump and it is nice and thick when it pumps out, but it's really, really easy to blend into your skin and it sinks in so nicely. I love the way my skin feels afterwards, and the scent actually lasts. And if you pair any kind of vanilla perfume or body mist on top, like you are set for the day. If you like vanilla scents, you need to try this. I immediately bought a backup as soon as I cut into this. Like, it is so good. I also finished the Fenty Skin Butter Drop Hydrating Body Milk. Now this one was nice. It definitely is more of a thinner texture, which I can appreciate sometimes when it's just like really easy to rub all over. And the scent is decent. It smells like the scent that Fenty uses in a lot of their products, which I don't know exactly what it is. I don't really have anything amazing to say about this. Like, it did a good job, but if you were to ask me between these two, get the EOS. And then the last lotion I finished is actually a gradual tan one. It's by Tanologist. It's the Daily Glow Brightening Gradual Tan Lotion. I have gone through so many tubes of this, and this is one of my favorite products for the summer because of the gradual tan that it gives you. Now, I am a self-tan girly. Even in the summer, I am just not that kind of person who's going to lay out in the sun. Like, I hate being hot. I hate being sweaty. I don't want to get skin cancer. I'm very prone to it. I don't want to deal with that. So let me just get a self-tanner or a gradual tan lotion. What I love about this one is how thin and milky the consistency is, but it does come out completely clear. So I'll kind of use this two different ways. In the summer, I don't normally self-tan with a mousse just because I feel like that's a lot. Like, I just want a little bit of color, a little bit of tan. So I'll kind of prep my skin as if I was going to self-tan, but instead of doing a mousse, I'll just pop this all over. And that's what I did like 2 days ago. I applied this 2 days in a row, and this is the bit of color that it gives me. It looks so natural. I really like it on my upper body, but I will say it does streak on my legs, and that could be my application. I am kind of sloppy with it, but I genuinely don't care if my legs look a little streaky. It's self-tanner. It's not the end of the world. Or what I'll do with this too, like maybe in the winter when I really am self-tanning with the mousse, is kind of use this to like boost up my tan for a couple days. Because with self-tanner, you can't really just pop it on and then leave your skin alone for the week. Because as your skin starts to dry out a little bit, like the tanner can get kind of patchy. So this just kind of re-ups on the tan, hydrates your body. This is just such a staple for me. It's another product where I am just squishing it into a freaking origami piece to get all the product out. And yes, I've already bought a new one. Now let's wrap up with some skincare. Of course, I finished one of my favorite moisturizers in the world. It is a Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, and they finally came out with refillable packaging. So this is one of the refills that I clearly finished. I talk about this product in every single Empties video. It is my favorite moisturizer of all time. It is the perfect amount of like a thicker hydration for my skin. Makeup goes on beautifully on top of it. I only have positive things to say about this except for the price. I repurchase it every single time I finish it. I literally cannot live without this moisturizer. Now, I also finished a jar of the Tatcha Water Cream, which is their lighter weight moisturizer compared to the Dewy Skin Cream. Now this one I bought myself because there was a period of time a couple months ago where my skin just felt extra oily and it felt like the Dewy Skin Cream is too much, and I was like, oh, let me try the water cream. But this one was just not enough hydration for me. I think it's really meant for people who have like actually oily skin. So I did finish it up because I bought it, and I just use it like mostly on my neck and like chest area just to add some hydration. So I would not repurchase this one because this one is just not meant for my skin type. I love the name of this product. It's the Fenty Skin Fat Water. It's a hydrating milky toner essence. I feel like everyone is into these milky toners right now, including myself. My favorite one I think is the Laneige one, but I wanted to try something new, and I heard that this one had really good reviews, and I think actually one of my subscribers recommended this to me. And I do like it, but it's a pretty thick milky toner, and I had some issues with this packaging. Let me walk you through what happened. So here's the bottle, right? And on the top of the bottle is like a little, it looks like a little hole, and you would think maybe you squeeze out the product that way, but nothing ever comes out of this hole, even though it looks like something should. And I'm like, am I looking at this wrong? So what I was doing for a while is twisting off the cap and like pouring it into my hand. But like I said, this stuff is so thick that like so much would be pouring into my hand. So I ended up pouring all of this into the Laneige container because that has a little small hole, so it's easier to use that way. But am I the only one with this problem? Like, I don't know, I'm just kind of confused on the packaging, and I feel like this packaging is not right for this product. But I do really like the product itself. This is something that I apply as soon as I wash my face or get out of the shower because I need to put something hydrating on immediately. So I'll do this as the very first step in my skincare routine, and it's a really nice base for all my other products on top of it. So I did like the product, but I probably wouldn't repurchase this just because of the packaging. Another product that I cut into to get to every last drop is this Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Hydrating Mask. Now we just talked about how the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream is my favorite favorite moisturizer of all time. It is my daily one, right? But on those days where I am just extra dry, maybe I'm at a weird point in my cycle, I just need something more, this is what I use. It's technically an overnight mask, but I just use this as a really thick facial moisturizer. So I would definitely say this is more hydrating than the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, but this is not a product I use every day, maybe I don't know, a few times a month. But on those days where my skin just really needs that extra hydration, my skin just drinks this up and my skin feels amazing the next day. Yes, I did repurchase it and I'm already pretty close to finishing the tube that I'm currently working on. I finished 2 cleansers. First is the Youth to the People Superfood Cleanser. I have gone through quite a few bottles of this cleanser. I've been using it for years now and it is just such a staple, like everyday facial cleanser. So I would use this as the second step in my double cleansing routine. So I first go in with some kind of oil or a balm to break up all my makeup, kind of wipe that off, and then go in with this to just get everything off of my skin. It doesn't irritate my eyes, which is good because I'm using this to help get off some of my eye makeup, and it's more on the hydrating side, so my skin doesn't feel super dry and stripped after I use it. I do have a couple cleansers I'm currently working on right now, but I would totally repurchase this in the future. And then the other cleanser I finished is the Inkey List Salicylic Acid Cleanser. This is another one that I have gone through so many bottles of. This is a staple in my shower. That's where it lives for me. I do have acne prone skin, so I love that this has a salicylic acid in it, and I'm using this daily in my morning showers, usually right after the gym. This doesn't irritate my skin at all. Like I said, I've gone through bottles of this, and yes, I already have a new one in my shower. Got a lot of staple products in this Empties video. And then the very last product I have is the Paulas Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. And this also has salicylic acid in it. This is another product that I have gone through bottles of because it really does help with my skin texture. Because for me and my skin, I'll get a mixture of like your normal pimple looking breakout, but then I'll also just get these tiny little bumps, and I find that this really helps with those bumps. Yeah, unclogs, shrinks enlarged pores, smooths and even skin tone, lightweight liquid, absorbs quickly. I 100% agree. So it's just a liquid exfoliant. I probably use this maybe twice a week at night on the days where I just feel like I need a little more exfoliating. Or if I feel like my skin just like needs some help, I'll use this at night and then put this on top as my moisturizer. And in the morning, my skin feels and looks so smooth. So those are all my recent empties. It's always fun to talk about products that I have finished because most of them really are favorites because I continue to use them and repurchase them over and over. I'd love to know if you've tried any of these products. I'll link them all down below for you as always. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.